Okay, welcome to section 3.2 where we're going to identify graphs as a function. So if we want to determine if a graph is a function, we have to use the vertical line test. So think of taking your pencil, just like the y-axis here, and slide it left and right, keep it as a vertical line, and if it only touches the graph in one spot, it's a function. If it connects in two or more, it's not a function. All right? So if all my vertical lines, again, y-axis, shifted, bunch of vertical lines in here. No matter what picture they give us, touches once, we're good. Two or more times, bad. So here's a crazy function. Here's a crazy graph. Looking at my y-axis, and you only have to find one indication. Here's my y-axis. It's a vertical line. It's touching the red graph in three different spots. So that's not a function. It's a relation. All right, and it can be in, all you need is one place that violates this rule, that you're touching more than once. My second graph here, there's my y-axis. It's a vertical line. It's only touching once. Now imagine that y-axis sliding to the left, only touching once, once. It's touching once wherever I go. The arrow just means I continually go down to negative infinity for the y's and negative infinity for the x's. If I go to the right of the y-axis, only touching once. Now here's an arrow. I'm going to the positive infinity for x, positive infinity for y, going in this direction. So I'm still just crossing once. So that is a function. Now, trick questions is when you see segments or parts of graphs connected with closed circles and open circles for the endpoints. Now this can be tricky. Again, you can only touch once. If you touch more than once, two or more, not a function. Anything else is a function. So here, if I take my y-axis and I start moving it to the left, right where I have this closed point and this open point here, I'm only touching once. I cannot physically touch at this open point, but I can touch here. So all my vertical lines touching once, still touching once. Again, same situation, but now the open circle's on the top, closed circle's on the bottom. Touching once and get to here, I'm down here, touching once. And now I get to two open circles. I'm not touching at all. That's okay. This is a function because everywhere I put my vertical line, I touch the graph once. If I don't touch at all, that's fine. That's just a break in the graph. That's like one of my restrictions. X can't be equal to 5. Okay, so be it. It doesn't touch more than once anywhere in this whole diagram. That's a function. All right?